Welcome back to Daytime. Andrea, Buckett is here with an unexpected twist on a traditional holiday feast. So this is an unexpected twist. So what are we doing instead of turkey?
Okay, so you can definitely have your turkey, but I'm all about the side dishes. I think people get way more excited about the side dishes. We tend to stick to things that like our grandmothers or our aunts make. You know, we all have our favorite mashed potato recipe, but this year we're going to switch it up with a few different products from the PC Insiders collection.
Okay.
So here we have this awesome, this is kind of fun for the kids. This is a waffle cone chicken with a spicy maple syrup, and it's great to serve, you know, if you have a finicky eater, like you don't want to deal with that on Christmas. Give them the, you know, little chicken fingers, that little spicy maple syrup. It's special, a few veggies on the side, and the kids are happy. Over here we have some rapini, and this rapini, I love rapini. It can be a little bit bitter, so we blanched it and we paired it with our memories of, this is delicious, Eggs Benedict sauce. So it's a hollandaise sauce.
Wow.
Yeah, so something a little bit different, and a little bit of piri-piri on there to give it some spice.
Do you heat this up a little bit first?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you warm it up, you pour it on. Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
and the peri-peri's beautiful.
Okay, you know, just before we start our recipe here, I got to tell you these. This is made with our frozen avocado chunks, which are also brand new. These are avocado fritters. Like fried, they've got cilantro and jalapeno, so they're completely unexpected, but a great thing to take if you're going to a party or, you know, to serve as an appetizer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so tell us what you've got going in the pan.
Okay, so we are going to make, and I think this is a good addition to their holiday table instead of scallop potatoes, because it's still rich and creamy, and it's using our roasted cauliflower ravioli, which is spectacular. And we're going to do a little cream sauce with it with our PC Black Label Roquefort.
Roquefort.
Okay, so in our pan we have some butter. Butter is always better at Christmas time, and a little bit of shallots there, and we're just sweating those to get all that flavor. Next, simple as simple can be, we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream.
So you say heavy, is that 35% cream?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, 35% cream. You have to add 35% cream, otherwise it'll split. So you cannot go low fat here, and don't use olive oil because you need the butter and the butter fat and the cream to work together to give you that creamy sauce.
Really good to know.
Okay. Then we go in with our Roquefort. So this is delicious. And I mean, often over the holidays we have cheese in the crisper anyways to serve for charcuterie boards and cheese platters. So this is just a fun way to sort of even use up some of your leftover cheese that you have in the refrigerator.
I love the demonstration of how you're breaking that up to put in the sauce. That's important to know.
Just with a little fork. Now this is going to melt down a little bit, but I actually like breaking up my cheese with a fork, even to put on a charcuterie board, because it just gives people a little bit of a chunk. It's sort of rustic looking. It's not all perfect, and I think it's just a fun way to do it. All right, so we're just going to let that melt into the sauce.
Oh my goodness, it smells really good in here.
And that's going to come up to a boil, so we're just going to turn that up a little bit. In our pot, we always put our ravioli in salted water. So it's really important when you cook any kind of starch to salt the water. I think people forget that, and that's where the flavor starts to lack. So salted water, the roasted cauliflower ravioli goes in. We're going to cook this down a bit, but in the meantime, let's add some color, because you definitely need a pop of color over the holidays to make it feel festive. It's all about the garnishing, really.
Yeah.
So you can buy some of these great products, and as you see, just garnish them up, and you know, you can feel good about what you're serving, and you know, no one has to know that you didn't make it from scratch.
Right.
Sure. Next up, we're going to put a little bit of peas. And I love these frozen peas. I love frozen vegetables this time of year because everything's, you know, flash frozen at the height of freshness. They're super nutritious still, and PC has a ton of different vegetables to choose from.
I like that you said that and remind us that it is flash frozen.
It is, absolutely.
So that you are still getting the nutrients. Just because it's frozen, it doesn't have to mean it's not as healthy as fresh.
And sometimes this time of year, it's actually healthier because, you know, a lot of stuff gets, you know, transported a long distance. Yeah. How good are you with a knife?
Well, I'll give it a go.
I'm going to get you to chop up those. So these are just some walnut halves.
I'm always open to trying new things. Losing a finger now and again.
Well, we don't want to lose a finger on live TV. That would not be good.
Sometimes, though, it boosts the ratings. Finger food and all that. How much?
That's perfect. You definitely want a little bit of texture in there. Okay?
And you want a really sharp knife. That was helpful.
Yes, absolutely. People often think that they're going to cut themselves with a sharp knife, and it's actually quite the opposite. Okay, so then we're going to go right in here with our pasta that's been cooking. It cooks about 5 or 6 minutes. And don't be afraid to get a little bit of that pasta water in there, because that helps to thicken the sauce as well.
Okay.
And we're just going to finish that up.
Perfect timing, because we only have about 30 seconds left. Look how fast we can make this.
We're going to throw in the toasted walnuts, and then finish with some chives. Voila!
Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Let's see if we can get this on the plate. Now, at this point, you probably want the cream to cook down just a little bit more, but you know what? We're not picky. We're going to eat this, aren't we? And then you can garnish with a little bit of extra.
Oh, my pleasure.
Chives. So you go to the table with that instead of your normal scallop potatoes, and I think this is a twist on traditions that everyone will love.
Absolutely. And I'm going to garnish this up. Thank you so much for showing us this delicious dish. And we're going to have more with Andrea Buckett when we return, so stay with us. Dessert. Welcome back to Daytime. President's Choice chef and food expert Andrea Buckett is here to help sweeten up the season with dessert tips. And boy, you've sweetened it up in here.
I have.
It looks gorgeous and great ideas. So why don't you walk us through the ideas you have for us?
Okay, so this time of year, I used to always look forward as a kid even to the PC Insiders report coming, and now it's the PC Insiders collection. It's all available online, and they have some fabulous, fabulous ideas to help, you know, entertaining over the holiday season, whether you're hosting a party or you're attending a party, to make it easy, because let's face it, we're all super busy, and especially over the holidays, you don't want to be like, you know, trying a recipe that takes 3 or 4 hours. You want to try something that's going to work, it's going to taste fabulous, and everyone's going to love. So that's what we're going to show you today. Okay, and we are going to be making a beautiful avocado lime cheesecake. Yes. Is it a no-bake cheesecake? It's a no-bake. Yeah, it's a no-bake cheesecake, and what it is we all love cheesecake, but we're trying to sort of switch up, you know, traditional recipes that we love, and give it something a little bit more of a flair over the holidays. And one of the products in the PC Insiders collection this year is this amazing, and I love it, I am addicted to this. It's avocado chunks, and it's found in the frozen section. So, you know, often we buy avocados and they're ripe, they're overripe, and they sit on our counter. This is an awesome way you can get them into your smoothies, you can make guacamole, or you can make this festive, gorgeous holiday cheesecake. That's a great idea. Yes. Okay, so let's start making the cheesecake. Perfect. So the first thing we're going to do is we have some toasted coconut and some graham crumbs in here, and this is just the crust, okay? A little bit of butter, melted butter. I'm going to pour that in. So just your basic graham cracker crust with the addition of coconut to make it more festive and cheerful. We're going to give that a good mix around. Coconut and lime seems to go really well together. It's very, very tropical. It's like a holiday in your mouth. Exactly. It's like a holiday in your mouth. So you're just going to get that all going together. And what we have here is we have a springform pan, and you want to line it with a little bit of parchment paper there. So when you take it out, it makes it a little bit easier. So we're just going to go ahead and dump that right in there. That's what I forgot last time, is the parchment paper. Okay. It just makes cleanup a cinch, right? So we're just going to tap that in the sides, get that going. And while I'm working on that, I am going to get you to start with the food processor. So you do need a food processor for this recipe. It helps make the cheesecake really dreamy and creamy and delicious. So we started out with a little bit of sugar, and to that we are going to add some lime zest. All right. Okay. Put that in there. And you can get this recipe on pc.ca as always. All great recipes and all the new products are there. So fantastic. It's a great idea to look at that before you go shopping. Super idea. All right, so we're going to let that go, and that's just going to incorporate that great lime zest. It's coming out of my hand here. Perfect. Into the sugar, and that's really where all the flavor is, in the lime zest, right? It's in that the essential oils are in the lime, and so it's delicious. All right, then we're going to go in with 2 blocks of cream cheese. So that's a lot of cream cheese, but it is a cheesecake, right? And we're going to do this in stages because, as you can see, I said I was going to get you to help me, and I haven't had you. It's fine. I love it. This is my favorite kind of cooking. Getting someone else to do it. This is so easy. Okay, so we're going to just stir that down. So while I'm doing this, we can talk a little bit about some of the other awesome products that I love as well. Okay, great. So this is great. We all know and love the PC Decadent chocolate chip cookie. Well, this year we have these Decadent chocolate ganache pots. Amazing. So with the pots, yes, is that what you have right over here? Right, yes. Right here? Yeah. Okay, so you can put it into a bowl or just eat it out of it. It's like it's in a little pudding cup, but I recommend putting it into a bowl. It makes it look like you made it yourself. Exactly. Or you can use it in hot chocolate. As you see here, we have it displayed as a hot chocolate. So a great thing to do over the holiday season, if we get any snow when you come in from tobogganing or something, you can use these great little ganache pots to make yourself a super delicious and rich hot chocolate. Great. Okay. Let's do this again. And we only have about 30 seconds left. Oh, goodness. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to get our avocado in here. This is the star of the show, after all. We'll get our avocado going. Then you're going to puree it all, dump it into the crust, freeze it for 6 hours, so definitely something you're going to do the day before, and then serve it to your guests with a little bit of raspberries. Makes a festive holiday treat. And you want to put this in thawed? Yeah, you have to take the avocado out the night before so it thaws.
Okay, that's great. So we'll keep mixing this up,
Yes.
and then that is fabulous. And then just put it into this pan, and out we'll pop this, sprinkle it with some raspberries, and away you go.
You got it.
That's fantastic. And that's the end of our show. Thank you to all of our special guests for stopping by, and to you at home for watching. I'm Denise Merrick, and we'll see you soon on Daytime.